Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to War Thunder with yours truly WBE886. Now today we're going to be flying out the Me-262 in realistic battles. I've just recently got this wonderful piece of machinery, German engineering, can't beat it. It's not a bad plane. The plane itself is absolutely fantastic. The issue it's got is that its matchmaking is abysmal. It goes up against sea meteors. Right. Not quite the matchmaking I was going to hope for this thing. I was expecting high tier props, low tier jets. For instance, Yak 15, P-80, Meteor F3. Not Meteor F4s, Sea Meteors and F-80s. Vampires, alright. You can deal with vampires pretty easily. But you're going to be watching two games. You're going to be first watching one on Korea against a British team. And then the second one you'll be watching is on Bulge. Where we're against British and American. But a little bit of background information into the Me-262. The Me-262 was the Luftwaffe's first operational jet-powered fighter aircraft. Its actual design actually started before World War II began, but it took a long while to develop for the obvious reasons, because engine problems and stuff like that kept it from operational status until the mid-1944-ish. I believe that's when it started coming into service. But compared to Allied fighters of the day, including the Meteor F3, it was much faster and better armed. Why do I somewhat feel that that isn't portrayed in War Thunder? But yeah, historically that's what it was. It was one of the most advanced aviation designs in operational use of the Second World War. It was used in a variety of different roles, including bomber, reconnaissance, even night fighter variants were used. The pilots themselves of the Me-262 actually claimed around 542 Allied air kills, but sometimes they claim a little bit higher. There's no, but that's around about the official statement. But some people say higher. The Allies countered its potential effectiveness in the air by attacking the aircraft on the ground during takeoff, because a lot of people are aware the Me-262 is a very, very slow aircraft to accelerate. Especially while you're taking off or when you're coming into landing. That's when pilots normally get you, especially in War Thunder. Well, then again, it doesn't really matter in War Thunder because you're put against Meteor F4s anyway that outclass you in every single aspect. But you get the point. It was actually used extensively during the bombing raids that the US Air Force used to do. They used to put this thing up against bombers, and it was quite effective. It did take out a fair few amount. It was dangerous to Allied aircraft. It really was. But the issue was that there wasn't enough Me-262s around to have a real effectiveness on the war. If Germany had the potential or capabilities to create more Me-262s, possibly the Allied bombing offensive could have changed a lot during World War II. But yeah, the funny thing was, the Me-262 was actually often mistaken by observers for the Gloucester Meteor, the first Allied jet aircraft to enter service, due to the similarities in their appearance. So yeah, German Me-262 pilots had an advantage there. They used to get mistaken for meteors. But yeah, but due to similarities in their appearance, there was actually a lot of friendly fire incidents, because obviously German flak crews, Gloucester Meteor, we must shoot it down. But yeah, slight issue there for German Me-262 pilots. But it wasn't just on the German side there were incidents, there was also incidents on the Allied sides. They shot down Gloucester Meteors as well. But the German aircraft use ended with the close of World War II, unfortunately. It kind of stopped service. Um, a very small number operated in the Czechoslovakian Air Force until 1951. Captured Me-262s were studied and flight tested by major powers, and ultimately influenced the designs of a number of post-war aircraft, such as the North American F-86 Sabre and the B-47 Stratojet. A number of aircraft have survived on static display in museums, and there have also been several privately built flying replicas. So there are a few flying in the world, but not many. But about this aircraft in War Thunder, it has 4 30mm Mk108, I believe, cannons. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like the cannons are bad. The problem is that the hit detection on the cannons aren't all that great. If you do hit, you don't need many rounds to take out a target. But the problem is hitting. The bullet drop on these things are quite bad. You have to aim high above your target to actually hit it, because they're quite low velocity, such as with German cannon rounds in general, really. But the plane itself isn't too bad. It really isn't. It's just the matchmaker. The matchmaker, it's got a too high a battle rating, such as the Arado. The Arado's got a high battle rating. It can't really do its job. This thing was designed as an interceptor. It's not designed to dogfight other jets. It was used as an anti-bomber air escort role. How can it possibly be expected to be able to perform with Meteor F4s and Sea Meteors that outclass it in every single aspect? It's just slightly annoying, because you can see the potential of this aircraft if it was given its correct matchmaking. For instance, the Guardian Angel event. This thing would be exceptional, as well as the Flight of the Swallows event. This thing would do its job, and on Ruhr, it does its job on Ruhr. But the problem is that it just doesn't happen. What, guys, why you do this? But yeah, just a little bit of background information on the Me-262. This game in particular is coming to an end now. I do as much damage as I possibly can with the amount of speed and maneuverability and energy that I've got, but at the end of the day, I'm up against a load of meteors all alone. But yeah, I guess we'll head on to the next game on Bulge. So here we are on Bulge. This map was alright, I guess, this match, but in particular, I take out one plane, take out a load of AI, but the thing is that, I mean, you're going to see the amount of damage I actually sustain and manage to keep flying in this thing. It's quite impressive, to say the least. I've now learnt how to put out fires pretty quickly. So yeah, it's not a particularly bad thing. Engine fires aren't really an issue to me anymore. But yeah, you're going to be watching some Me-262 boom and zoom gameplay. Well, it depends how long I can remember to boom and zoom. But yeah, nice little plane. I would say get it purely because it's an Me-262 and it's one of the planes that, you know, is well known during the war. It was feared, to say the least. But yeah, it's definitely a plane that I'm happy I invested in. I recently, yesterday, as a fact, got 2 new other jets. I got the F-84B and the F-86 Sabre, the first one. So I'll be flying them out at some point as well. I actually asked on Twitter and Facebook today which aircraft you'd like me to fly. And you guys asked for the Me-262, hence why this is coming out first. Over, you know, something like a MiG-15 or a Sabre. Because this was requested the most, so I just thought, you know what, we'll just put this out there. But I recommend you go follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Links are in the description below, as per usual. I do a lot of stuff on there, you know, I give you sometimes exclusive peeks into things, like screenshots of stuff I'm working on in Stalingrad, and just generally talk to you guys, really. By the way, if you ever, like, don't be afraid to post on my page as well, so that I actually see what you're interested in, because that's how I know what you guys are up to. Like, you can post me video links, post me articles, whatever you want on my Facebook page. I'll always get round to looking at the messages. I always try and get round to looking at if I'm not busy. But yeah, I really want to push my Facebook and Twitter stuff, so please go like and follow them if you can. In regards to Saturday's stream as well, last Saturday's stream, thank you for everyone who came along. We had a peak of around 80 viewers at one point, which I believe is the highest for one of my own personal streams, so thank you very much for that. This is greatly appreciated. But yes, many things going to be happening. I have got a load of new planes that I'm going to be showing off soon, TM, so should be pretty good in that. We can be expecting the new American tech tree at some point as well. If you guys don't know what's going on, basically the tech trees, the new tech trees are starting to be released. Britain, Germany, Japan and Russia have been released. Now we're going to be looking to see what the United States Air Force tree is. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be anticipating some jet bombers, because every single other nation has been getting them so far. So yeah, that should be pretty interesting once that happens. But until then, I always generally post it on Facebook, the links and stuff like that to the articles that have the brand new tech trees in. So if you haven't seen them already, pop over on the Facebook page and you'll see them there. But as you can see, I put out that fire there, which is always nice. And I actually didn't realise until I'm watching this video again, I had a fuel leak there, which is quite surprising that I survived this. But as you can see, I'm still in operational flying order, just about. I mean, I can't roll very well, but I'm still flying. Only problem is that F-80C shooting star over there. Oh dear, and I can't turn. Looks like I'm a goner. I'll just have to hope he can't shoot. Yeah. Thank you for blacking out my other wing. I'm now stable in flight. Oh, dearie me. American pilots. Oh, never mind. But, yeah. I will be flying this back to base, as you can see. I land this baby and pretty much just repair it, get up. I believe the last guy gets taken out by one of our Me-262s, and then we go AI hunting. I get 2 AI kills, and then the game is over. So, yeah, pretty much the Me-262 in a nutshell, really. I'll let you guys watch the rest of the video, but if you did enjoy it, make sure you click that like button below. Subscribe if you're new around here for more War Thunder content, as well as some other shenanigans and videos I put up, whatever. That might not be Arma 2, Daisy, whatever. Thinking of doing some Daisy at some point. But yeah, guys, take care. I'll see you next time.